Hey there, science enthusiasts! Have you ever wondered why you have your mom's curly hair, or your dad's brown eyes, or maybe why some people are tall while others are short? It's all thanks to this amazing thing called genetics. Genetics is like a superpower that helps us understand how living things, including you and me, inherit traits from their parents. It's the reason why siblings often look alike, and why a puppy grows up to look like a dog and not a cat. Think of it like this: genetics is the ultimate instruction manual for building and running your body. It determines everything from your hair color to your height and even plays a role in your personality. Pretty cool, right? So buckle up, because we're about to dive into the fascinating world of genes, DNA, and inheritance. Get ready to unlock the secrets of what makes you, you. Let's start with the basics: genes. What exactly are they? Imagine a giant library filled with thousands of books. Each book represents a gene, and inside each book is a set of instructions that tell your cells how to build specific parts of you. These instructions are written in a special code, kind of like a secret language. But don't worry, we'll decode it together soon. These genes control everything from the color of your eyes to your blood type, and even whether you can roll your tongue. Now, these genes don't just float around randomly. They're organized neatly onto structures called chromosomes, which you can think of as the bookshelves in our giant library. You inherit half of your chromosomes from your mom and half from your dad, which is why you're a unique mix of both of them. So, the next time someone says you have your mom's smile, you can tell them it's because you inherited the smile gene from her. Pretty neat, huh? Now let's zoom in even closer and talk about DNA, the superstar molecule that holds all these genetic instructions. DNA stands for deoxyribonucleic acid, but you can just call it DNA. It's much easier. Picture a long twisted ladder. That's what DNA looks like. The rungs of this ladder are made up of special chemicals called bases, and there are 4 different types: adenine, A, thymine, T, guanine, G, and cytosine, C. These bases pair up in a specific way. A always pairs with T, and G always pairs with C. This pairing is crucial because it allows DNA to replicate itself, which is essential for cell division and growth. The sequence of these bases along the DNA ladder is what determines your unique genetic code. It's like a language where the order of the letters spells out different words and sentences. Now that we know a bit about genes and DNA, let's talk about how they're passed down from one generation to the next. Remember those chromosomes we talked about? You inherit 23 from your mom and 23 from your dad, giving you a full set of 46. Each chromosome carries thousands of genes, so you can imagine how many different combinations are possible. This is why every person is unique, even identical twins. Think of it like shuffling 2 decks of cards, one from your mom and one from your dad. When you have a child, you pass on a unique combination of those cards, creating a brand new deck. This process of gene inheritance is what makes you similar to your family members, but also uniquely you. It's a fascinating mix of nature and nurture. Let's see how genetics plays out in real life. Ever wondered why you have blue eyes while your sibling has brown eyes? That's because eye color is determined by multiple genes, each with different variations called alleles. Some alleles are dominant, meaning they have a stronger influence on a trait. Others are recessive, meaning they only show up if you inherit 2 copies of them. Genetics also plays a role in certain health conditions. For example, cystic fibrosis is a genetic disorder that affects the lungs and digestive system. It's caused by a mutation in a single gene. But remember, just because you inherit a gene for a certain condition doesn't mean you'll definitely develop it. Lifestyle and environmental factors also play a big role in our health. So there you have it, a crash course in genetics. We've learned that genes are like instruction manuals that control our traits. DNA is the amazing molecule that carries these instructions, and inheritance is how we receive our unique mix of genes from our parents. Understanding genetics helps us appreciate the diversity of life on Earth and learn more about ourselves. It also has incredible potential for advancements in medicine, agriculture, and other fields. So keep asking questions, stay curious, and never stop exploring the wonders of science.